Let's go ahead and take a shop tour. Before we get started, just know shop's kind of messy. I need to get cleaned up. It's on the list of stuff to do. So first thing, as we come in here, we've got our AeroQuip 107 hydraulic chute. This is an absolutely fantastic unit. In my opinion, AeroQuip makes the absolute best chutes on the market. Now we have scales on this, which we run a Datamars ID 5000 scale head on. This, it makes it really nice for sorting, running EIDs, all sorts of good stuff. And we've got our alleyway here in the back, followed by our crowding tub. Now right here to the right is our roll-up door that goes out to our working pens. These gray panels cover the distance in between when the doors open, and everything comes through, and then through the chute, and right out the front to this roll-up door here. Now powering this whole place, we have a solar system put in here. We are off-grid just because it was going to cost a king's ransom to run power over here, and it was actually cheaper just to do a whole dedicated solar setup. So we've got 5,000 watts of panels outside, and then down here we've got 10,000 watts of batteries. This system has worked quite well. This is about the smallest one that you could get. I don't even think SolarArc sells this system anymore, but it's been really helpful. Does a really nice job for us. Then by the solar system, we've got our in-floor heat stuff that most everybody saw. I had to come back over here tonight. Noticed an issue earlier. Got an error code on this about the condenser not properly working. Every now and then we'll get that for no apparent reason really, because, well, as you can see, it's dripping like it's supposed to. But with how little water's in the bottom of this tub, I'm guessing it stopped running about 15 minutes after I left the last time. So out here along the back wall, nothing too impressive. Just a few odds and ends that we got back there. Store a mineral in here just to kind of keep the varmints and everything out of it. And then also store all of my homemade solar fencers in here. Just, it's a good place to store them out of the way, and I can also work on them when I need to. And a whiteboard. Every now and then I need to make a list of stuff that needs done, and or just kind of brainstorm about some different things. That thing comes in handy. And then all my tools and other whatnot over here. It's a bit of a convoluted mess. I need to come up with some sort of like cohesive plan just along this wall here for a workbench, some different storage options. I'm planning on building most of it myself. I just need to come up with a plan that I actually like. But yeah, not overly glamorous, a fair bit Spartan at the moment just because, well, there's only a finite number of hours in a day, and we've got other stuff to work on, so sometimes the projects have to wait a little bit. As it sits, it's a perfectly usable, workable building that does everything that we need it to do at the moment. But eventually we're going to put in some more insulation. We were even thinking of putting in some sort of like little office area here where the in-floor heat and stuff is. But I don't know. I kind of like having just kind of an open area with a little bit more room and flexibility to work on things. And Dad and I did all the wiring for the lights and power plugs and everything else. And then after they got the concrete all taken care of, we actually surfaced it, painted it, put paint chips out, and did the sealing and everything ourselves. It's also got a traction additive in it so it doesn't get too slippery. And in the very, very center of the shed, we wanted to put our brand. So we made it out of paint chips. I'm really happy with how it turned out. See if I can get the camera down. There we go. So there we are. Not super fancy, but very handy. This is a great place to work on stuff over the winter. Well, even during the summers. It's not air conditioned or anything like that, so it does get a little bit toasty, but it's a great place to work on stuff. This is where I rebuilt the air seeder last year. There you go. There's a tour. Thanks for stopping by.